Simon. Look to set things up now. Adugol looking for Roger Yap. James Yap watched closely by Gonzalez. Step back, hesitated for a moment. James Yap can be very streaky as a shooter.
And that was great defense by Wesley Gonzalez. He was right there on top of that shot, but there was nothing he could really do about it. You know, James Yap is probably one of the best players at shooting with a man's hand in his face and still being able to make the shot. This is how talented he is. Wesley Gonzalez right there on the arm. He did the right thing. He challenged with his left hand on a right-handed shooter. He still could not stop the shot.
He's one of those players that sometimes takes those shots with such a high degree of difficulty.
But it's not really a high degree of difficulty for him. For us it would be.
Yeah. Matias will check in as Buenafe will head to the bench.
This has been BMEG's second quarter because they've really controlled this quarter. 23-11. They've outscored Air 21 in this quarter.
Time for us to take a break. We have a timeout by BMEG Derby Ace with 3:18 to play. Earlier on, PJ Simon just pouring it on offensively here in the first half. Going hard to the basket, taking it from outside, hitting it from all over the floor actually. And PJ Simon has been the offensive man for BMEG Derby Ace in this ball game so far. We have 3:18 to play in quarter number 2. I'd like to say hello to all our basketball fans joining us today.
So there's been a lot of continuity as far as the Pure Foods and of course the BMEG Derby Ace team is concerned, because if you look at it, PJ Simon, James Yap, Roger Yap have been there for a long time now, manning the backcourt for the team. There's a lot of experience in the backcourt for the BMEG team.
Look at those numbers, 6 of 6 from the free throw line and 5 out of 6 from the floor. So PJ Simon hitting at a high percentage in this ball game. This one will stay with BMEG. Quick shot by James Yap. Here's Wesley the other way. Gonzalez strong to the hoop for 2. Simon escaping, getting the 3-point play. And he's hot. This guy is hot.
And he's doing all of this in the first half of the game. So on the other end, that was a strong drive by Wesley Gonzalez, just challenging the defense of James Yap. But Matias just a little bit too slow for PJ Simon.
Simon will not complete the 3-point play. We're all tied at 41 all, folks. 2:38 here in the second. Arboleda to Matias, inside to Al-Husseini. Al-Husseini turning around. Jump hook is good.
He's going to be able to get that shot off anytime he wants against Gakko, who's just a little bit too short.
Roger Yap stop. They'll keep possession. James Yap outside. Yap to Yap and some hang time. Roger Yap. We go back to Al-Husseini. Facing the basket outside to Matias. Eric Rodriguez.
And Gakko made sure that the referee made the call.
Telling that there was really contact, but like you said, Gakko wanted to make sure. So we'll go the other way. Gakko will shoot some free throws. It has been a tight ball game so far. Of course, Air 21 getting that lead, and BMEG Derby Ace just fighting back in the second quarter.
It's really been a story of 2 quarters, as the Air 21 team really dominated the first quarter, but this quarter has belonged to the BMEG Derby Ace team.
They go to their post player, Aloseni. He was held down by Adukol. So both teams are in the penalty right now. This will be 2 free throws for Rabah Aloseni.
You can see there, as soon as Rabah makes that turn, as he turned with the elbow to the head of Adukol, Romel has to back off. I mean, if he's just backing him up to the basket, that's a little bit different. But as soon as Rabah makes a turn, you have to take your arm off of him. You have to play straight up defense. Rabah misses both.
On 20 here in the second, Roger Yap. It has been a post-up time for the guards of BMEG here. Arboleda will acknowledge the foul.
Well, you can understand the hesitancy of Coach Yangao to come down and double team. That would leave the guards of the BMEG Derby Ace team wide open on the outside, but at the same time, right now, the guards of BMEG are doing so much damage inside.
So Yap taking care of the free throws. Eric Rodriguez. Shot is no good. And it stays with the Express. To Rabah. And this last minute is brought to you by Minute to Win It. Here in the second quarter. Down low, Aloseni with a hook. One more putback, it's good. He's got 7 points. Simon sizing it up, and here come the Express now. Arboleda. Back and forth we go. James Yap on the run. And the putback by Meyerhofer. Air 21 taking the shot despite having, well, they could have held on for the last possession.
They should have held on for the last possession. I'm sure Coach Yangao would have hoped that they would have done that, but they're not going to get a chance to get to the line for 2 shots.
Eric Rodriguez.
On the other end, you can see the hustle of Rico Meyerhofer not giving up on the play as James Yap missed that layup.
So enough time for one last play here. 2 misses. The follow is no good. One more time. Arboleda gets it.
I know he's going to hold it this time.
Eric Rodriguez goes for it again. And let's see. Players getting tangled up.
Now these are 2 guys who will not back down to anybody. Matias and Gakko. 2 guys who have had to work their way here to the PBA.
There's a loose ball foul called on Jerwin Gakko there. And then both players
smelling each other's arms, I guess. There's not been very good time management by Air 21 as they had an opportunity to hold the ball for the last shot at least twice. Instead, they took quick releases, and they're still going to give Derby Ace a chance to come back on the other end.
And they've also been missing a number of their free throws in this second quarter. Roger Yap gives it to James. Now, PJ Simon with 2 seconds to go. One last attempt. Yes! James Yap at the buzzer
I'm sure they're going to check this to make sure.
Let's see one more time. The referees now will double check and refer to our slow-mo.
This is why you want to be able to manage your time well. You could have had a situation where the BMEC Derby Ace team would not have taken a last shot if you had just managed the clock well.
Oh, the referees will nullify the shot. So, looks like James Yap did not get it off in the nick of time. And our official score to end the quarter is 48-46 in favor of BMEC. We turn you over to Gino.
Thanks, Paolo. I'm here with PJ Simon. PJ Simon, 19 points here in the first half. Ano nangyari? Ba't yung umpisa ng game, medyo mabagal kayo, medyo lumamang yung Air 21, pero yung second quarter, nakahabol kayo?
Medyo nag-relax kasi kami nung first quarter, kaya doon kami naiwanan eh. Itong second quarter, lahat kami nagtulong-tulong sa depensa. Yun talaga yung gina-emphasize namin every time magpa-practice kami. So, nakakuha kami ng run ng second quarter.
Game plan ba yun ni Coach George na i-post up yung mga guards ng Air 21?
Actually, pag merong mismatch sa guard, doon talaga kami pumupunta.
Alright, good luck sa second half. PJ Simon, 19 points here in the first half. The official score, 46-48. That shot did not count from James Yap. Keep it here on Solar TV for more of the PBA.
The BMEC Derby Ace Llamados confidence skyrocketed with James Yap finally putting up a big game.
24 big points for James Yap. He had the opportunity to take the three, but he took it hard and strong to the basket instead.
While getting major lift from the rest of the team.
They did a tremendous rally, and they got the lights out.
Air 21 expressed confidence. Meanwhile, hit the wall after getting a royal beating from the barangay in Nebrigay.
Tito kayo! Gabi, yan ang katako na Air 21. Di na matanggap. Kasi na itaiiwan.
Can the Llamados build on the momentum? Or will the Express rally back from the harrowing setback?
You're back with us here for the halftime break inside the Big Dome. 48-46 is our halftime count. BMEC Derby Ace Llamados on top by 2. Paolo Trillo alongside Coach Norman Black to break this, to break the first half down.
Yeah, of course, it was a close game in the first half as the Air 21 team controlled the first quarter. BMEC Derby Ace came back in the second quarter. You can see by the statistics why the game is so close. Take a look at our halftime statistics here. Both teams shooting about the same, 46% for Air 21, 42% for BMEC. Free throws, this has been the problem for Air 21, only 6 out of 13, where the BMEC team has shot much better, 13 out of 19. And rebounds, controlled by the Derby Ace team, 27-24. And turnovers, both teams doing a pretty good job of taking care of the basketball.
But as you mentioned, Coach Norman, it's been a game of quarters. As you take a look at the leading scorers here, Wesley Gonzalez, most of those 12 points coming in the first quarter. For PJ Simon, it came mostly in the second quarter. So you see, those are the high scores for both teams. Supporting them, Aluseni with 7, Arboleda with 7, and Salvador and Gaco with 8 and 7 apiece for their side.
I thought in the second quarter, Air 21, their interior defense broke down a little bit. They were giving up penetration to the basket, leading to a lot of drop passes for easy layups for their big men. So they're going to have to do a better job. And also, Air 21's got to solve the post offense of the BMEC team as they've been posting up their guards.
All right, so a lot of adjustments to be made when we return for our second half. BMEC Derby Ace and Air 21 will slug it out in the third quarter. For sports fanatics, don't miss the Pacquiao versus Margarito showdown. As we present that to you, Pacquiao standing 5 feet 6 inches, Margarito at 5 feet 11 inches. The reach advantage also going to Margarito, 73 inches. Pacquiao only 67. As you witness, our very own Manny Pacquiao take on the much larger and heavier Antonio Margarito coming up this weekend. All right, third quarter action about to get underway here. BMEC Derby Ace on top, 48-46.